Right, what have I got today? Boosh, just a quick one. Well, I'll promise I will try and make it quick, and I know I'm generally guilty of doing the exact opposite on this channel, but I will make this rapid. So this is just a quick one. This is the Sabrecut. I'm aware of Sabrecut. I buy a lot of different tools and what have you. And I know Sabrecut make a lot of impact drivers. On the whole, I generally use a lot of the Vera stuff. Well, Vera, if you want to use the proper German pronunciation. As long as you get an impact proof, it's not going to split and fall to bits when you use it in an impact driver. And I generally go for the diamond coated stuff just so that you get a nice grip. So with that in mind, this is supposed to be impact proof, even though the actual overall design of it isn't necessarily for an impact driver. It's for something small that you can carry, and you can carry out ratchet type jobs or a normal sort of 1/4 inch hex driver. Small jobs that you would have this on you. You wouldn't have a humongous kit, you know, like you're off up, you know, the Himalayas and you've got 15,000 tools and one of them happens to be an impact driver. This is a small compact set. With that in mind, this is the MRSC01K1. Bear in mind the K1 is the complete set, however the C01 is just the micro ratchet. So that's just the micro ratchet. The one I've got is the micro ratchet, including all the other bits and pieces. Comes in quite a nice little pouch, sort of pouch. It's basically like one of these vacuum sealed things. It's got a Ziploc on the top. I have been using this whilst I've been testing it, and I have carried it for a few days. And I've been using it around the house and in the garage and things like that. And so far, it's okay. It's not bad. It's pretty decent. So I'll tell you what they're actually referring to this is. They're calling this a micro ratchet. And even though it's just a micro ratchet, it's not a lot of rubbish. It is decent. It's got 72 teeth. So obviously the teeth I'm talking about is, so if you listen, so each click is when the ratchet's hitting the tooth there. So you can see not much of a movement is necessary. So the hand relief's pretty decent on this. You're not having to go, you know, like this, like, you know, like you're in the Navy pumping a sort of piece of equipment up and down. So pretty decent. I'll give you a close look at this. I've done this in 4K, so let's get a nice close look. So this is the main body here. So the head's quite nicely designed. It's all enclosed, so you can't take this to bits. There's no sort of screws where you can think, right, I'm going to start dismantling this. Although I can't imagine, with this being a mini ratchet, you're not going to be forever taking this to bits and putting axle grease in and things like that. I certainly don't see myself doing that. And you have the alternator here. So you'll alternate from one direction to the next. You can see the head moving there. So that one takes it that way, and then you alternate it, and the switch takes it the other way. So very nice, stainless steel, pretty decent quality. I quite like these little grooves. They give you a little bit of extra grip. I like that. And they also come in handy when you're doing fine work using just this hex driver on the bottom. Hex driver on the bottom is okay. It uses a ball bearing detent there. Can you see that in the middle there? So that's your detent there. Although in order to keep that in place, there is no spring behind this. It goes all the way through, and then you have what's called a C-clip. So you can see how that clip terminates there. It's okay. It's not like Swiss tools level, but it does the job. Because as I say, are you off to fix a cuckoo clock for the King of Denmark with a Swiss tool, or are you trying to do a bit of work around the house? If you're trying to do a bit of work around the house, this is absolutely fine, and you can stick this in your pocket. So we'll show you what else you get there. So they put in a magnetic bit driver head sort of, I'll show you the different numbers there. So it's the CP1 460M, and it is a bit holder. So it's got the anvil head rather than just the standard head. So if you imagine, let's have a look. So on a standard sort of little head there, it would look like that, and you have that would just go in a 1/4 inch driver. However, they've gone the extra length here, and it is a full length anvil. In other words, you can stick this in your impact driver and things like that, and it will lock, and then you can pull the collet and take it out. So very impressed. It's basic quality, no issues. You do have a magnet down the bottom there, so once you have your bit in, it becomes magnetized and you can pick up screws. It's not massively sort of powerful, although I am comparing it like the Swiss tool stuff. The Swiss tool stuff, it's like having an electromagnet. They're extremely powerful, but again, do you really need that if you're just doing a quick job with something small that you've got in your pocket? Probably not. In regards to the bits, they're okay, and the detent in here, if you have a look, there is another C-ring. You can see it down there. So there's no ball bearing. It's a simple C-ring which is slightly malformed. In other words, it will rough up against this and keep it in place. So I'll show you that there. So you put this in, and then it's quite hard to get in. Like, see that? but that means it's less likely to come out. So what do you want it easier to go in, or do you want it harder to fall out? It's okay, but then to get out, look, you've got to give quite a bit of force, quite a bit. So some people might not like that. I prefer that because there's nothing more irritating when you're doing various screws one after another and the damn thing keeps coming out. It's a nuisance. You've got to keep resetting it. So I don't mind that. Just bear in mind it is a C-clip down there. So there's no detent, and it's not just a magnet keeping it there like you would get on some of the Swiss tool stuff, but decent. Although these appear to have a coating, I don't think it's a DLC, in other words, diamond-like coating, and I certainly don't think it is a industrial diamond sort of coating. When I say diamond, what they're doing is, it's not, you know, a diamond you'd go and get from the pawnbrokers and give to a woman. It's diamonds as in, it's commercial diamonds where they generally create them with a mass explosion and you get these tiny particles, and because they're so high on the hardness scale, if you coat one of these with it, it tends to give you more grip and you get less cam out and things like that. It does wear off in exactly the same way that a diamond file on something like a leather mine is going to wear off eventually, because those particles don't last. Even though they're diamond, they are stuck to a surface and that bond goes after time. So I don't think that's the case here, but this does have a coating. I'd rather have a coating than none, because it stops, it stops the water issues, or if you're leaving tools somewhere horrible and manky overnight, and you start getting rust. I mean, you should always oil tools, even stainless steel. It's stainless, not stain proof, so always give them like a light coating. I use ballastol and things like that, or just a bit of machine oil. It doesn't have to be anything special. No issue here. And these are the longer ones. They tend to have, manufacturers will call things like this the torsion zone. Basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to mitigate against extreme torsion. I'm not going to go into that on this, but you're giving a little bit of leeway there. The shorter it is, the worse that gets. It's more likely to shatter. These don't. They are impact rated, although this isn't really for an impact. You get a head which will go into an impact, but basically what you can do is you can put the heads in the tail like this and use it like a normal 1/4 inch screwdriver. And as I mentioned, you see these grooves? That's why I like them. You can grip up like that and get a bit of work done. I quite like that. If you want a little bit of extra torque, you can put this in, you can stick it in, and then you can use it like that. Although obviously, because this is a micro ratchet wrench, what you're supposed to do is obviously you're supposed to place it in the head. So we'll have a look down there. So you can see there is the ball bearing there for your friction, really, to keep the head in. So you put the head in there. It's not that good, that retentive though, I would say. Look, I can take that out too easily. So it does come out, unfortunately. There's no real, it's not really hitting, sorry about the focus there, it's not really hitting those top detents on the 1/4 inch there, which is a shame. It's not keeping it in. I would have liked to have seen that, grip that a bit more, but it does the job. So slot that in, you put it into your fastener, and then you ratchet away. And in that capacity, it works extremely well. I've used it, and these heads are fine. And it's a Posi 1, Posi 2, and a Phillips 2, if I remember rightly. Yeah, PH2 stands for Phillips 2, so you can see it's your standard Phillips head there. That's what it looks like from the top. And then this happens to be a Posi 2. We use them quite a lot in Europe. I certainly do for a lot of fasteners. They prevent cam out. You've got your usual veins, and then you've got the veins in between those, which it basically prevents cam out. And I'm not going to go into the whole point of cam out and non-cam out, and the fact that that's not really an issue with Phillips. It's designed to allow a little bit of cam out in order to sacrifice this rather than the fastener and things like that. But in that regards, works well. It also works well with other heads. So let's just try a Torx. This just happens to be a Vera here. So put that in. See, they all fit, and then away you go. You can work, and then you just pull it out. But again, like I say, I would have liked to have seen that retention better. It's certainly better with the C-clip on the tail. Just, a little bit better, but still too easy to take out, I would argue. But it does the job. And pop that in there. So it works with everything, and I'm very happy with it, extremely happy. I hadn't used any of the Sabrecut stuff, but I have seen a lot of the Sabrecut stuff. especially like I say with impact rated stuff. I do a lot of impact stuff, and I tend to go for the Vera and things like that. I used to go for the Bosch, but my God, they're getting poor. Some of the Milwaukee stuff's still pretty good, but a little bit overpriced. But the Sabrecut, I'm happy enough. These are half decent, yeah, no problems with these whatsoever. And you can see they've got the torsion zone there. But as a mini ratchet, I like it. One slight issue I would say, apart from the retention on the head here, is this is very easy to knock. In fact, I'll show you. It takes such a tiny little amount of force. Look, tiny little amount of force there. So I found myself, especially when you're pressing down on things and in the way, it's very easy to knock. But a lot of these have a very small head and then, you know, a tiny little button. So I can't really say, how dare Sabrecut do this? It's indicative of a lot of these small tools. So all in all, very impressed. Feels nice and solid, stainless steel, no problems with it yet. Maybe they could make this a little bit stronger, but it works and it's great. And I will be carrying this again. I carried it for 2.5 days. Used it this morning as well. So 2.5 days. Very impressed. And also, what's impressive is you're getting 2 impact rated heads. Now, they can be quite expensive from certain manufacturers. You're getting a bit holder. I mean, some of those are like 15, 20 bucks if you want to get the really nice ones. And I like the thin ones like this so they don't get in the way of things. And then on top of that, you're getting this micro ratchet. Brilliant. You're getting all that for about 15, 20 bucks for the whole thing. That's pretty good. So, you know, well done. Bearing in mind a lot of these tools, at the moment, the prices are just getting stupid. So, good job, Sabrecut. So, nice little thing for you to look at there. Like I say, I was sent this by a subscriber, so thank you very much. You know who you are. I won't mention their name because they don't always want to be, you know, centre of attention, but thank you very much, mate. And I will certainly use this, you know that. And there's the little logo on there, Sabrecut, and it's the MRSC01, so that's the C01, and if you get the C01 K1, it's the full set with all of these items. So there you go. So very impressed for the price. I think it's worth it for the price. So thank you for joining me. I'm off. Whew.